If it's beef, then it's beef. I swear to God, I'ma creep to your Jeep with the heat and put your... Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Lil Man Reacts, and today I got a request via donation to do Ralphie May versus Matthew McConaughey on the Joey Diaz clips. Never even heard of it before, but I know who Matthew McConaughey is. So shout out to Dribbly Bob on that donation. I'm gonna jump right into this thing, guys. Before we do, like, comment, subscribe down below. You already know. Let's go, guys.
I walk in his apartment one day in the afternoon. I'm happy to see him. He's back there, and he's got a screen up and a curtain and like another screen. Okay? He's got no shirt on, and I walk in, and he gives me the lips over the lips. I go, what's going on? He goes, and all of a sudden, what's the guy's name? What's the pretty boy's name? I did not know this. I did not know this. What's the real pretty guy in Hollywood? Not Leonardo DiCaprio, but the other guy with the blonde hair.
Brad Pitt?
No.
Fabio?
No. The blonde hair, short. He did the movie about the fucking black people. He played the attorney. Well, that's how his career got started. A Time to Kill. Good-looking guy, smokes reefer.
Is that Matthew McConaughey?
Yes, Matthew McConaughey. So I walk into Ralphie's. I don't know dick about dick, people, okay? I'm just it's got to be 19, it's got to be 2001, I was the only person who was allowed in that house when Ralphie didn't have a shirt on. Like, that's how much he trusted me at the time.
That's love.
I walk in, Ralphie kind of covers up. He forgot he left the door open, and he's like, shh. And I go, what's the matter? And he goes, shh. And all of a sudden he's like, Matthew McConaughey, your movie sucked dick. And all of a sudden he would go like this, and all of a sudden you hear, fuck you. And Matthew McConaughey, I went to see your last movie. You owe me $8.50. And Matthew McConaughey and him were having this verbal dialogue that I knew nothing about until that moment.
Where the hell was Matthew McConaughey?
Matthew McConaughey had a garage. If you go behind 1440, okay, if you're driving towards Sunset from Fountain,
yep,
and you're on Gardner, right before you hit Sunset, there's an El Compadre parking lot.
Yep.
And you can make a right in there. You went too far. About 11 yards before that, before you get to Ralphie's building, if you hook the right,
yep,
there's a string of apartment buildings. Parking for those apartment buildings are back there. But there's some people who rent their garages. A friend of his rented his garage to Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, that's great.
And Matthew McConaughey was working on a car back there. And he would go back there in the afternoons with no shirt on, with a hat. And Ralphie would spend his fucking day
torturing him. Oh, how great's Ralphie?
Matthew McConaughey, your movie sucked. Yeah, fuck you.
Like an 11-year-old.
And then, but here's the funny thing. Like, I hung out with him, and I did not know this, and all of a sudden they blew the whistle on him. Like, this had been going on for 90 days. And the funny thing,
Guys, I'm not really for sure who Ralphie May is, so I had to look that up. I'm really for sure of what exactly is going on here, but it kind of just looks like just two people who's just kind of messing around, joking around, having a good time. That's what it looks like to me. Let's jump back into it.
Blew the whistle on him. Like, this had been going on for 90 days. And the funny thing was, everybody else in the building was in on it. Gavin was in on it. Fucking somebody else. There was somebody else in the building who said, it is one of the funniest things to listen to. He goes, I was sleeping one day, and I woke up to those two going off. And he goes, I thought it was Ralphie having a conversation with somebody else in the South. Oh, he goes, it was Matthew McConaughey. He goes, when I looked out the window, because those apartments don't have air conditioning. So your window's always got to be open.
Oh, that's so... Did they ever become friends?
No. Till this day, Matthew McConaughey, he goes back there, and he probably looks back there and see if somebody's going to yell at him.
Why would Matthew McConaughey...
So they wasn't friends. I thought maybe it was just a jokingly gesture that they was making. This is funny. Let's go, guys.
Goes back there, and he probably looks back there and see if somebody's gonna yell at him.
Why would Matthew McConaughey put up with that?
It's so funny.
Now, it was dark, so like I told you guys, I went back there one day. After this went on, it baffled me. Like, I'm a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're arguing with Matthew
With a
McConaughey.
movie star around town.
Matthew McConaughey. Like, he would sing songs.
Torturing him.
So,
So good.
Oh my god!
so
Did Matthew McConaughey ever confront him and really like?
no, Matthew McConaughey finally did something. Matthew McConaughey did something. Like, he did something.
Oh my god!
I can't remember what he did. Like, he snapped one day, and he's like, "Come out, you fucking pussy!" he
That makes it even funnier.
confronted the building.
He says,
Now, it was 3 floors, but how Ralphie was doing it, it sounded like it came from the top floor.
so he's looking in the wrong window.
Ralphie was on the first floor right in front of him. But the way Ralphie had it padded and the whole system, Ralphie worked.
Throwing his voice like Jeff on him.
It was, and I remember going back there one day, and just because there's a lot of times we would sit and smoke dope. Like, a lot of times it was such a popular area. Right now at the top of my tongue, I forget who lived there then. But you were always bumping into comics in that area.
Yeah,
And
it was
we
like
would
it was almost like being on a college campus.
and
or
we would
something.
sit on that wall. Plus, the karate teacher, who I loved the shit out of, had a car back there, and he would work on it. And one day he asked me, he goes, "Fucking Matthew McConaughey brought his car to the wrong neighborhood. They fucking hate him here." And I'm howling. I go, "What are you?" And I'm trying to control myself. And I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Boy, he tries to fix his cars back there. And there's somebody in that building who fucking tortures him."
Oh, it's so good.
He goes, and one day 2 or 3 people got in on it. And that's what happened. Like, Gavin would get on it and shit.
Would he do it every day that he was there too?
Every time. If listen to me, if Ralphie had a meeting and he was about to leave and he looked out the window and he see Matthew McConaughey jacking up his car, the meeting would be canceled. He'd booby trap his window and he just start yelling from the top of his lungs.
It's so
I wish
great.
he'd recorded it.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, that was like a Jerky Boys CD that you could buy. Ralphie just hammering Matthew McConaughey's balls.
All right, guys, that was Ralphie May versus Matthew McConaughey on the Joey Diaz clips. Pretty funny story. I got to look more into this to find out more information. Shout out to Dribbly Bob for the donation. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Down in the comments, where we going next, guys? Grew up out the 80s and I ain't even trying to vent. Daddy gone, mama wrong, same story how it went. Moving dope, I was hustling in them cold streets. Grandma did what she could, but Christmas always missed me. I ain't tripping, no, I done felt blessed. God put me through them rough days, it was a test.